Well, welcome to a special episode of Drone and Phone. It's getting hot, Jack.
Yeah, it's summertime.
And we wanted to talk about trying to stay safe on these very hot days when you're out hiking in Hong Kong. Now, thanks to the Hong Kong Fire Service, they've sent us some data, so we've been able to study it. We can see very clearly here that from the last 3 years, in the last year, the number of incidents has gone up by threefold. More people hiking.
Yeah, it's locked down, so we cannot travel anymore.
It's locked down, and we've also had some of the hottest months. The other thing that we can see from this is the number of fatalities goes up significantly when we get into the summer months. So we want to talk about staying safe on hot days when you're out hiking. What are we going to do today?
Yeah, so
Jack?
we do a small hike planned on Lama, and we have 10 tips on what to prepare for the walk.
Our 10 tips on how to stay safe in hot weather when you're out hiking. Let's get going. Tip number 1, choose a route. Either find a GPX file that you want to follow, a GPX route, or create a route yourself and then send that to somebody who is not coming on the hike with you. In my case, that's my wife. I'm going to send it to her and tell her that if I'm not back by 6 p.m. or I haven't contacted her, that she should get in touch with the rescue service and give them that route so they know where to come searching. If for any reason that I change my mind along that route and I decide, well, maybe it's too much for me, I want to go a different way, then I will update my wife with my new route plan as I go, just so that she knows where I am, and that's going to help if somebody has to come looking for me.
All right, tip number 2, your phone, which is essential for you to navigate your way in the mountain and also to call for emergency if you need. At the end of the day, if you run the power, you also have a power bank to charge. I put them in the Ziploc bag to keep them safe from rain, sweat. For extra safety, I have my second phone in case any failure.
So tip number 3, work out how much water you lose on an average 1-hour hike and make sure you have enough water to replenish that. The way to do it, weigh yourself before you go out, maybe on a 1-hour hike. Don't drink anything, come back an hour later and see what you weigh. 1 litre of water is equivalent to 1 kilogram. I know for myself that if I'm really pushing myself, I can lose a litre in 1 hour. So if I've got 2 litres and a half, I can go for 2.5 hours before I need to restock on my water.
Okay, tip number 4, water system. As DJ mentioned, in the summer hike, water is essential. In Drone and Phone, we don't recommend you to use a single-use plastic bottle. Instead, invest a bit for proper water carrying system. For bladder, 2.5 liters is my choice for the summer. And also have a filter bottle in case you have fresh water along the way, stream, waterfall. And as always, I have an extra 500 ml bottle in my backpack as emergency drink.
Well, as you can see, we've picked a very hot day to go out on this hike. Feeling the heat already, you Jack?
Yeah, hot and humid.
And it's about just after midday, so the worst time to go out trekking. We're going to put our survival tips to the test here. Well, tip number 5 is simple. Just bring somebody with you. When we look at the statistics that we were sent by the rescue services, time and time again, the person that died was by themselves. If you have a friend or somebody else you can go with, you're going to be far safer. If you get into trouble, they can help alert the rescue services. So I've got Jack with me today. If you go out, try and bring somebody with you.
Okay, tip number 6 is 2 little tools, very helpful for the rescue. One is the torch, the other one is a little whistle. So some of the backpacks, like DJs, already have a built-in whistle, but mine is attached. So 3 short blow. It's an international sign to get attention if you're seeking help. And if the rescue team is locating you, and you can always blow, they will hear and find you easily if you're off the cliff, off the track, falling somewhere. And then the torch, the same thing, 3 flash, ask for help, and at night you can use it for the road, obviously.
Well, tip number 7 is when you plan your route, try to find reasonably flat hikes, and there are plenty in Hong Kong. The hills tend to be much more exposed to the sun, and also they can be pretty brutal, particularly when the temperature goes up. The other thing you may want to consider is finding shaded hikes like the one we're on right now, that's going to again cut down the amount of exposure to the sun and allow you to enjoy the hike much more in the heat.
Okay, tip number 8 is about proper clothing. When you go out on the hike in the whole day, a cap is necessary to keep your head protected, and also breathing clothes. Yeah, fast dry, always get fast dry, and if you're sweaty and all that, you can get it dry quickly and you feel cool properly. And also the shoes, proper grip in case the surface is wet and you don't miss food. And the last, my secret weapon, the bandana. I normally take 2, so you can use it at the tower if you're sweaty, and also you can put a bit of water on it to cool yourself down. If the sun is too harsh, you can get further protection even with your ears. That's my tips for clothing.
So tip number 9 is to know the symptoms of heat stroke. Heat stroke is the biggest killer and the thing you really need to worry about. If you start feeling dizzy, lethargic, if you feel clammy, your face goes white, there's a whole load of different symptoms. You can check them online. Make sure you know them. If you feel any of those symptoms, it's really important to stop, maybe take about 30 minutes or so to cool down. Try and find a way to get out. Don't think about continuing. Get the quickest way out, and you may want to alert, if you're on your own, alert people that you're not feeling very well and that you're starting to get out. Now, on the way out, if you pass any water sources like this, just jump in, or a stream, just get yourself cold, get underneath it. If you're in the sea, jump in the sea. That will cool you down and possibly save your life.
Yeah, he said to cool him down, yeah, so I heard that clearly, to cool him down.
Jack!
Well, we just got down to the beach from the hill. Nice breeze here. Tip number 10 from me is medical kit. It has this padding and the band-aid and all that. One of the most dangerous scenario you might encounter in the mountain, that you cut yourself and you cannot stop bleeding. And with that band-aid tape, you will stop yourself from bleeding, and potentially that might save your life. And now we're gonna go back up to the hill and back home.
Well, that's the end of this episode, Jack. We've had a fantastic day out in the sun, taking the right precautions. How has it been for you?
Yeah, exactly. So it's summer, it's hot. Lots of people try to stay in the aircon room forever. But when you see the day is nice, get out a little bit.
You can still enjoy it. But please take these precautions. Our rescue services are extremely pressed at the moment. They're getting about 3 times as many calls as they would do normally because of the amount of people that are going out. Please make sure if you do call them, it's for emergencies only and not because you didn't take the right steps. Also, please make sure you have a route, because if they do have to come searching for you, it's going to be a lot easier and it's going to use up far less of their resources if they know whereabouts you went missing. For now though, Jack, time for a well-earned cold drink, I think.
Ooh, let's go for it. And happy hiking, guys, in the summer.
Happy hiking. Classic drone and phone shot there. You see, Jack's learning. He's learning from me slowly.